Ja, ja, listen. The Springboks don't take cack, eh? Hulle poes 'n ding raak.
Absolutely hilarious clip. And welcome trek Amal, Hoinangela to everyone else. What's going on? We are back. It is 2025. It is a new year. But we're back with Springbok Rugby. Lineups have been announced. We'll go ahead and take a look at the schedule. We'll look at a little bit of history between the Barbarians and the Springboks. A late change to the roster. We'll go ahead and let you know about that. Obviously, Jesse Creel will be captaining the side as Sia Khaleesi has stepped out. Marco van Staden moves in his starting position at number 6 there. But once again, welcome back, everybody. You try to get into club rugby. It's just not the same. The Six Nations, I mean, I don't want to crap on it or anything like that, but if it ain't the Springboks, it's just not right. I mean, I've got the jersey on. It's the first Springbok Friday of the year. Let's go ahead and take a look at the upcoming fixtures list for the Springboks for 2025, as I will pull it up here and add it to the screen for you folks at home who probably already know this list, obviously. Start out tomorrow, the Barbarians at Cape Town Stadium. Then we have 2 tests against Italy. Jesus, did anybody see the score of Italy over Namibia? I think they beat them like 70-something to 6 today. Obviously, Namibia Rugby Union going through a laundry list of issues. Coach steps down. 2 of their best players are actually playing this weekend here in the U.S. for the MLR Shield. That would be Milan Leroux, their center, and Vian Conradi, both playing for New England this weekend, looking to go for their back-to-back third title in a row. I digress, but obviously we get the 2 tests against Italy. Then we will have Georgia in. I'll always love, like last year we had Portugal. I like these tier 2 tests. They're fun as hell. Then the real work gets in. We have Australia 2 tests at home, and then we will head over to Aotearoa, the land of the long white cloud, New Zealand, Nueva Zelandia, as I've learned in Spanish. Eden Park, the Fortress. Can we make history? And then down at, I guess, are they calling it Wellington Regional? Westpac? The Cake Tin. We all know it, the big oval, windy Wellington. And then we will have Argentina 1 game at home at Kings Park. And then we will head for a neutral site game at Twickenham, I guess, to give those Europeans a taste of what real rugby. Actually, they got a taste of it last week at Aviva. We saw, congratulations to Argentina, 4 players from Super Rugby Americas, which for those of you that don't know, that is the South American club competition. It's pretty much a minor, it's like a amateur professional pro-am. Half the guys are amateur, some of the guys are pro. They beat the British and Irish Lions. It's pretty hilarious, in my opinion. And then we will have our European tour to close out the year at France, at Italy, once again, the big one in Ireland. And for some reason, we play Wales every year. I'm not going to complain. I got nothing against Wales. It's just, they're just not what they used to be anymore. So those are the fixtures for 2025. 14 chances to prove yourself worthy of the green and gold. And we're going to start this weekend, obviously. But let's go ahead and get started with the Babas roster, man. Robbie Deans, the captain or the coach of this variation of the Babas. Or actually, you know what? Before we get to that, let's just talk about the history here real quick, obviously. Not a long history. Going back to 2016, a tie with them, 26, and then you had back in 2007. I remember the last time we played them, that was Pat Lambie. We'll talk about the greatest that could have been, that never was, and I think Andy Ellis captained the Barbarians that year. So not a huge history with them. We have not beat them in quite some time, obviously, since 2000. So will that change this weekend? Let's take a look at these lineups, and we will see. So starting off with the Barbarians, as always, let's get this roster up on the screen here. I'm calling it the Kiwi Barbarians, obviously. With the Irish front row, Cian Healy, Camille Chat, and Alo Emil, the front row. The kid from Hauteng playing for the Stormers, Ruben Van Heerden. This is a guy who I've been begging to get a Springboks call up for years. Did not happen, obviously. He will be alongside David Ribbons. Peter O'Many, the retiring Irishman and Munster player, will be captaining the side with Sam Cane. Oh, God. I have to wonder what that felt like walking into the sheds of the locker room or to a meeting the first time with those two. And Shannon Frizzell at number 8. The former chief, former All Black Tawara Barlow, will be the number 9 with current chief Josh Jacob at number 10. A pretty interesting back line here. We got Umaga Jensen. We got Lester Fayanga Anuku. Mark Talea, the All Black there, and Jaumenet, the Frenchman, I believe, at fullback. A 6-2 split with Ricky Riccatelli, the blue, Will Collier, Hoskins Satutu, another name that's kind of shocked up on there, and Joe Marchant making it out. This is an interesting lineup. We obviously thought Connor Murray, because he did get called in, but he's just not dressing for the game. I wish they had kind of maybe picked a better photo of Hoskins Satutu there. He looks like he's been chiefing some of the good stuff there. I mean, this is going to be an entertaining lineup. Obviously, with Peter O'Many, this is kind of probably going to be his last cap ever, as he is retiring, the long mainstay for Munster, obviously, and Ireland. Guys that some people are like, hey, did Mark Talea get treated right? I don't think he did. I mean, he's obviously heading off to Japan after this year. And I hate to say it with the All Blacks as much as they're a rival, but, man, their union is in trouble. The attendances at Super Rugby were never that great this year. Obviously, they've been begging Richie Mo'unga to come back. He signed a long-term contract in Japan. He's not coming back. I mean, they're doing these little short-term contracts over in Ireland, but it seems, Artie Savea is heading back to Japan for a year. It's the money. They're not making enough money in New Zealand, especially if you live in Auckland. It's so expensive in Auckland. Like, I had a buddy at the market the other day who sent me some of the prices. They're paying like £29 or $29 for a kilo of mince. We would say ground beef here, but $29, man. I mean, it's like so expensive to live in Auckland. Nobody wants to stay there. So do we get some guys on here? Like, obviously, cool for Peter O'Many. I don't really care for Sam Cane. Good for Ruben Van Heerden. Maybe be able to kind of put his hand up and be like, hey, Rassie, you missed me. Ruben has done everything that we've asked of him. Yes, it's the Stormers. Yes, it's Club Rugby. But he led the league in tackles. I don't know if it was this year. I know it was last year. He's done everything that's been asked of him. Why has he not gotten a call-up? Now, I know there's a lot of Salman Morat fans out there. I actually pick him over Salman Morat. I know there's leadership things with Salman and that kind of thing, but why are we not giving Ruben Vida the call-up? So that is the lineup for the Barbarians. Now we get over to, oh, man, it has been too bloody long. Here is your match day 23 to take on the Barbarians. Front row, God, I'm really, really excited about this. We've got Salads Don't Win Scrums with Oxenshea. We got Malcolm Marks starting at hooker. And Labakanye, the Lion. This is the heaviest front row player we've ever dressed in a game. And apparently he went out on the farm, lost a little bit of weight. I've seen the trainings with him. Like, he is a big body. And he tackles well. I mean, this is going to be an interesting front row. 2 really big bodies, and then you've got Malcolm Marks in the middle, who's super mobile. We know what Malcolm Marks can do. We know what Oxenshea was. Oxenshea should have been Player of the Year last year. They didn't even nominate him, unfortunately. This is going to be interesting. Obviously, congratulations to the 4 debutants on the roster this week. Jean Klein, who I had actually predicted to not ever play for this, possibly never play for the Springboks again, just because I felt like we didn't really have a need. He filled a need. He got a World Cup. That's great. He still lives in Ireland. His wife is Irish. His kids were born there. But we get Jean Klein. We welcome back my boy Josh over in the KZN. KZN told me it's chipmunk cheeks, Lude de Jugger, because he's got those puffy cheeks, but he's got the beard. Welcome back, Lude. I mean, there were talks about, was he done? He had some neck issues, and then he just didn't get called in. But welcome back to Lude de Jugger. Marco van Staden, S-Calm himself, gets the start. He replaces Sia Khaleesi in the starting 15. Another debut from the Sharks, Vincent Shituka. Now I'm already seeing the scuttlebutt online. Oh, he's not even from South Africa. Like, look, he came there for school. Say all you want. Talk shit all you want. Okay? At least it's on the same continent. He didn't have to fly from 12 time zones away to your country no. It's not the same, guys. So we get him. We welcome back Jean-Luc Dupria. I don't think he's played since 2022, 2023. Welcome back Jean-Luc Dupria at number 8. Morne Vandenberg, another Lion at number 9, with Sasha Feinberg, who the rumor mills are swirling. Is he the future captain of the Springboks? Who knows? We get Kirtley back from Japan. He's gone over there, absolutely killed it. But so is Cheslin Colby, reigning World Player of the Year. This is going to be your wing combination. As if there's any debate, what's the potential for those two lineups, for those two guys? And then we get Damien Dialendi and Jesse Krill captaining the side. Congrats. You remember a couple years ago, we were done with Jesse. Lucanio goes down. He finds a new wing, and it's like we can't see that starting 15 without him now. Congratulations to Jesse Krill. Look, we all remember him at the World Cup, man. End of game, and his face is just smashed, and he's covered in blood. That's dedication. That's dedication to your craft. He deserves it. And Afalala Fassi, a guy who last year turned a lot of heads. In the absence of Damien Falemsa, he definitely stepped up. He definitely put his hand up saying, hey, look, Villy's about to go out the door. Villy LaRue's about to retire. I need to put my hand up here. A 5-3 split coming off the bench. Van der Merwe getting his debut cap. Jan Hendrik Wessels, I kind of call him the Swiss Army knife of the front row because he seems like he can play both sides, and he's very just versatile. And Fouché getting his first cap as well. Welcome back, Franco Mustard. Once again, we got to see him a little bit last year. And the spark that we need off the bench, Kwaka Smith. The guy comes out for 20, 25 minutes and puts in the work of 60 minutes. I mean, you can't fucking beat that. Kobus Ranek, the veteran number 9 replacement. We get Mean Manny Libok as a fly half replacement, and Andre Esterhuizen more than likely coming in to replace Dialendi late in the game. I'm excited about this. Obviously, for the 4 test cap debuts, that's great. I really hope Labakanye works out because obviously with the absence, we're not going to have Franz Moherba. Steven Kitsoff unfortunately had to retire due to injury. We have a spot. We have an open spot in the front row. Why don't we, he can put his hand up. He's obviously got it. He's slimmed up a little bit, working with the coaching staff, going out to the farm. There was photos. It's just great. You see, it's a family environment with the Springboks. Just got done watching the video of the team photo. You see Ox, you see Quagga. It's just a family environment. And that's what you love to see. And you see those guys with their first caps. They're just absolutely elated. And you got to love it. You got to love it. My prediction for this game, obviously, just Springboks. They're going to win this game. Do I think it's going to be a smashing and a thrashing? It's going to be a comfortable win, but it's going to be an exciting game. Now, something that has not really been talked about, well, it's been talked about, but I'm going to bring it up because, it needs to be brought up. The fucking ticket prices, man. Fuck, dude. Like, I saw some of them. Now, look, I know I live in America. I can convert it to USD. It's not that bad for me. But you're not getting paid in USD in South Africa. Now, I get it. It's a hot ticket. The Springboks sell out. We remember 2017 when they were shit and things were, before Rassi really put everything back together. They were struggling to sell tickets. Now they're the hottest ticket in town. When the tickets for a Springbok test go on sale, they sell out quick. And I'm happy for that. Like, That means the country is getting behind the team. It's a successful franchise. But you gotta, oh man. Like, I don't want to, like, it's almost like very socialist to say, hey, well, what about the little guy? You know what I mean? Like, and I know there's some people that are like, yeah, we can't have that. But at the same time, it's like, you got to think about the common fan. Now, I know the idea of any business is to make money, as much money as you can. I mean, I now work for DHL. Yeah, I left Amazon. I work for DHL now. The object is to make money. And I get that, but it's, and I feel like the sporting ministry has done everything to try and get like the games for free to watch on TV. And I get that. I respect it. I like it. The new jersey that came out this week, we didn't have the same issue that we had last year where there was a shortage of these. Seems like there's plenty on the market. Now they're expensive as hell. Don't get me started on how much the shipping went up and everything because of tariffs and all that. Yeah, it went up like times 4. Like what used to be X dollars is now, well, 3.5 times higher than that. But like, it's not, like I said, there's people complaining about the ticket prices, and I 100% get it. I 100%. You're preaching to the choir here, okay? I mean, the All Blacks versus Ireland test that's happening here in the fall, our fall, your spring. Those tickets are like $300, and it's Chicago, where they regulate the hotel prices based on demand. So even the hotels around the stadium are like 5 times what they typically are. Last time the All Blacks and Ireland played here, you could get a ticket for $65. Now it's over $300, and that's for like top tier. And like, I get it. Once again, the object is to make money, but like, especially in a place like America, where we are the wealthiest country in the world, but still telling people, like Irish rugby fans, hey, you want to go see Ireland play? It's, $50-$60. Oh, well, but if you come here, it's $300 plus. Make it make sense. People like me, I can't afford that now, obviously, after getting laid off from my company. But still, like, make it make sense. You're trying to grow the sport, but then you're like quadrupling the price of everything. You're not going to grow it that way. That being said, obviously, I still want the Springboks to come and play here. But what is acceptable for 2025 with the Springboks? I mean, I'd love to go 14-0. I think everybody would. We'd all love to go 14-0. I think we start out 6-0. I don't think we run into any serious competition until we get to New Zealand. And then you look at New Zealand. Wallace Satiti, reigning breakthrough player of the year, he's out. He's got to get surgery. We've seen the struggles of Damian McKenzie at 10. Bowden Barrett is not that guy anymore. It's, we're now 7 years away from him winning back-to-back World Player of the Year. What are the All Blacks going to do at 10? They're losing players left and right because they're not sticking around. They'd rather go make the money. We're in the professional era. The amateur era is over. So what is New Zealand going to do? We shall see. We shall see. With that being said, guys, thank you guys for continuing to support this. Obviously, you know what time of year it is. I will be back up to my same old chicanery and tomfoolery on this channel, as this is a Springboks blog. This is Test Rugby, and it's my favorite time of year. I hope wherever you're at in the world, you are safe, you've got food, you've got a roof over your head, and just be thankful for just having those things. I mean, I've had to learn to be thankful of that after losing my job. I'm thankful for my wife. She's been my rock. She's stuck by my side. My jobs don't pay what my old job paid, but like I finally found a company where I feel like I'm respected and I'm appreciated with DHL. I wish the money was better, but with time that hopefully will come. But like I said, it's good to be back. I'll talk to you guys after the game. You guys be safe. Cheers.